Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Eerie Explorations. Tonight I'm back at St. Omer Cemetery near Ashmore, Illinois. The difference tonight is I'm doing this alone. So I've challenged myself to come out here and do this. Probably going to go for about 30 minutes. I'm going to walk the cemetery and then go back to Caroline's tombstone and see if I can communicate with her further. For those that have not seen the first video, it was the first video that I've put on the channel. So definitely go back and check that out. And let's see how this compare and contrasts. Otherwise, I do look forward to taking you with me. Let's go and do this. This is definitely creepy doing this alone. But this is a challenge that I wanted to do, and I'm gonna do it. Definitely hear some crying in the background. Okay. This is really creepy doing this. And it's really cold out tonight, so whew. So, as I mentioned in the first video, and all my other cemetery explorers, I don't like to film names on tombstones, so I'll try to avoid doing that as much as I can. But this is crazy, doing this alone at night. Very crazy. I think I hear a bird or something. Okay, so that's debunked. In my the first video, I was wondering what this little blue object was in the tree. It looks like flowers. So that's good. Hear that animal. Let's see. It's nothing. It is freaking cold out here. So I've reached looks like the end of the cemetery at this point. I think this is the west end of the cemetery. Few headstones over there. This is the middle part, but I'm gonna probably go on the outskirts here, go on the edge of the cemetery. The last time we were here, I heard footsteps and people talking and heard a lot of different sounds. So far I don't hear much of that right now. Okay. Lots of hills. It's a little hilly actually. It didn't seem much hilly last time we were here. So sorry about the breathing in the camera if you hear that. Just with the the excitement. You got to build up a lot of energy to want to do this, basically. So, but I don't hear a peep. So we'll see what we come up with here. I can hear the water. There's a river that flows down the bank, or down that way past this wooded area. Whew, it's so cold. This is a interesting piece. As I mentioned, you see a light in the background. That is the other camera that's a static camera. So, two's better than one when it comes to the cameras. Not gonna lie, I'm a little freaked out right now, but not enough to send me running. I think what creeps me out about doing stuff like this is, like, I do not want to confront any animal. Insects are not a problem tonight, which is a good thing. I do not like dealing with insects, but animals, yeah, I can't deal with that. So happy that hasn't happened yet. So that the last time we were here, it was around this area where I started hearing just talking, and it is definitely interesting and creepy and weird. Don't hear it this time though. So that was a cemetery. There's a little bit over here. I'm not going to go over there right now. I'm going to go ahead and start try to communicate with Caroline. It's pretty late too. It's been a long day. So I don't want to hurry this, but at the same time, I don't want to go past, 30, 35 minutes on this video. Phew, man, I'm out of breath. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and set this camera down and get set up for this. Let's do it right here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and try to use the PSB S11 spirit box. I didn't have that that piece of equipment the first time I was here, so I'm going to try it this time and see what I can do to communicate with Caroline. And then after that, I will try the Necrophonic app and see what I can do to communicate with that as well. Otherwise, I'm hearing voices all around me now. So here we go. All right. So Caroline, I'm back. This time I have a new device, and I'd like to have you try to communicate with me with this device. So, are you here with this right now, or here with me right now? Caroline, are you here with me right now? I want you to use this device and try to communicate with me. So Caroline, were you a witch? Is this why you were murdered or killed? I would love you to use this device and just use all the power that you have to communicate with me. So if you're willing and able, I need you to use all the spiritual energy that you have to try to communicate with me. So, Caroline, how old were you when you died? The spider. I don't like that. So Caroline, I see you died on February 31st, 1882. That's an interesting date. Seems like that was done on purpose. Would you agree with me on that? Did they inscribe that date where it would be impossible for you to come back on your anniversary death date and get your revenge on the people that actually murdered you? Or... What year did you die in? What year did you die in? If you're here with me, give me a sign of your presence. It seems like you don't want to communicate using this device. Is there something else you can do to communicate with me? So Caroline, were you really a witch? The story has it that you were a witch and you practiced witchcraft. And that scared people, and I think that's why, they tried to hang you, and I guess that was unsuccessful, so they buried you alive. I'm sorry you had to go through all that, especially if you're innocent. So is that all true? Just a yes and no response. Was that true? Are you really a witch? Are you going to speak to me with this? I'm not here to harm you. I'm just here to try to communicate with you. This device is not going to harm you. I just need you to use all the power that you have to try to communicate with me. So do you have that power? I'm going to give you another minute or so with this device, and I'm going to try a different thing, okay? Alright, so let's ask that question again. How old were you when you passed away? When you died, how old were you, Caroline? I'm sorry your life was cut short. If you were innocent and wasn't really a witch. I mean, even if you were a witch, I'm sorry that your life was cut short, and the townsfolk couldn't deal with that. But apparently, it was a big issue. I think it says, from my calculations, it was like 24 years old. 23, 24 years old. So what month did you die in? We know the day's not accurate, but what month was it? Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and... Caroline, thanks for, if you were trying to or attempting to communicate using this device, I do appreciate your efforts. I am going to try to use a different you're familiar with this one, I'm going to try to use the Necrophonic app. Maybe that device would be easier for you to communicate, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and get that out right now. So as I mentioned, I'm going to bring out the Necrophonic app and use this device to try to communicate with Caroline. We had a little success the first time we came here. So we are going to try to communicate this time. And I think off the bat I heard my name. So okay, so Caroline, are you here with us right now? Putting the So Caroline, are you here with us tonight? If you're here, give me a sign of your presence. So Caroline, what month did you die in? What was that? What month did you die in? So it sounds like it could be some animals. I'm not too sure, but I hear like whining sounds over here. I'm hoping it's an animal. Caroline, is that you whining over here off to my right? I hear some whining sounds, like somebody whining or maybe an animal whining. Is that you? That is you? Caroline, once again, when did you die? What month did you die in? How old were you when you died? I heard 9, but do I have somebody else here with me right now? Do I have somebody else here with me right now? I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. Unless you want me to leave. Did you want me to leave? It sounds like somebody's trying to say my name. Can you say my name again? So Caroline, are you here with me right now? I do want to leave you eventually and have you rest in peace, rest and not bother you for the rest of the night. But before I go, I would like you to, show your sign of your presence. So are you here with me right now? So if you're here, Caroline, what year did you die in? What year did you die in? Were you a witch, Caroline? What was that? Were you a witch, Caroline? If you're here with me, give me a sign of your presence. Tap me on the shoulder. And if you tap me on the shoulder, I'm going to leave. Because that'll be enough evidence that I've communicated with you. I do hear what sounds like rustling over here, like in the woods. Is that you in the woods over there? Caroline, is that you, or do you know somebody that's in the woods right now? Did you want me to leave? Caroline, I got one more little experiment that I would like you to try to do with me here. I'm going to go ahead and stop this session for the necrophonic app. So I think it doesn't seem like you want to communicate with me tonight, but maybe you have been. So I'm going to go and do another experiment, okay? Then I'm going to go and leave. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and try the candle trick, or sorry, not candle trick, the light trick. So essentially, this light has no batteries in it, so I'm going to go ahead and take it apart and kind of show you all that there is nothing light in this. So you'll see here's the bulb. You'll see there's nothing in there. You'll also notice there's no on or off switch on the bottom. Essentially, this lights up if you throw two AA batteries in there and then tighten the bulb part. So it's tightened to the top. And we're going to try to, Caroline, or for anybody actually, use all the spiritual energy that you have to try to light this bulb for me. Caroline, if you're here right now, I want you to use all your energy to light this bulb for me. If you light this bulb, I'll go ahead and leave. This will give me the sign of your presence, and if you just show me the sign of your presence and come here, you will be able to light this bulb up for me, because your spiritual energy will be with me right now. Can you light that bulb for me? I'll give you a few minutes. It is creepy as all get out in this cemetery. I am not gonna lie, this is very freaky. But this is what I love to do. So Caroline, I need you. This is one of the few times that I'm actually going to say this, that I need you right now. I need you to light this bulb for me. There's nothing in that bulb that's going to help you. You're going to have to do this on your own. Do you think you can light that bulb for me? I just heard sticks break over there, like somebody's walking, but could be an animal. Not sure. But it's unsettling, nevertheless. So Caroline, I'm going to give you about 5 more minutes, okay? Then I'm going to go ahead and leave, but I would love you to, I'd love for you to light this bulb for me. I mean, you had a lot of power when you were living. Use that same power to light this bulb. Just don't use it on me. Is that too much to ask for? Wow, it's cold. Caroline, it's really cold. Please light this bulb so I can leave. I will leave you alone. I will not return. Not going to say forever, but at least on this this trip, I will not return. Just heard some twigs break over there. All right, Caroline, I think it's about time for me to wrap up. I do thank you for at least, I think you attempted to speak with me through one of the devices. So I appreciate that at least. All right, so it looks like Caroline's not going to light this bowl for me. I do feel like we have some kind of presence here. I do hear sticks breaking and all other sorts of sounds. but I am not going to investigate that. But it's in that area right there, next to my car. So I am going to go and wrap this up. I do thank you for tuning in to another episode of Eerie Explorations. I hope to put out a lot more videos like this. I do thank you for the support. Like always, like and subscribe. I'm trying my darndest to get more videos out because I really enjoy this, and I'm hoping you, as the audience, enjoy watching it as well. With that being said, thanks for tuning in again, and have yourself a great night. Until next time, thank you. Bye.